So it's like if the motorbikes can drive on the sidewalks, then the people can walk on the street.
Yeah.
In the middle street, which this is what people do. People walk across the street and stuff. That's normal and stuff. But it's like the traffic becomes worse. The standard and the quality of the traffic becomes worse. When it becomes worse, then there's more traffic jams. So the reason why the motorbike goes on the sidewalk is because there's a traffic jam. The reason why there's a traffic jam is because maybe there's people in the street. The reason why the people are in the street is because the motorbikes are on the sidewalk. There's this big circle, there's a circular reasoning thing.
Okay.
One problem affects another problem, which affects another problem, which affects the first problem.
Yeah.
And it just goes around in circles, right?
Okay.
And it just gets worse and worse because it goes around in circles again and again after many, many years, and it gets worse and worse and worse without people knowing, because people don't think about it, because people don't like thinking, people don't like asking questions. So then it gets worse and worse subconsciously. Things get worse, but people are not aware of it, and that only makes it worse, because when you don't talk about a problem and you don't deal with the problem and you don't have a confrontation, you don't have a conflict, then the problem gets worse and worse and worse over time. And then you tell your kids not to talk about it, they don't talk about it, and then the problem gets even worse in the next generation, and then things never get better. And then it becomes normal and people tolerate it, and then people think it's normal, so then people don't ask questions, and they think this is how life is. And then people don't want to improve because they become used to it, they become accustomed to it, and whenever somebody comes in and says, hey, maybe we can do things different, they say, no, you're crazy, this is how things are, and things can never be different, because things never have been different before. Is that
Smuggle.
Smuggle like steal and rob?
No. Smuggle. No tax.
Like steal and rob.
Like steal and rob.
Not exactly the same, but they're involved, because when you smuggle, it means that you're sneaking in something that you probably stole. First you steal something, then you smuggle what you stole to another place.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of the process. It's included in the transaction.
Okay.
It's like the second step. Step 1, steal. Step 2, smuggle. Usually people smuggle what they steal. You don't, it's hard to smuggle something that you didn't steal. Do you know anybody who smuggled something that they didn't steal? They always go together. Stealing and smuggling, they come together. They go together.
Yeah.
That's why I say steal to you.
Okay. The problem is that the thinking of people.
Yeah.
That people can adore.
Adore something? Love something?
Adore. Yeah.
Okay.
The people do the, but who can break the law well.